All right, guys, with the 25-26 deer season about a month away now, me and Tristan are going to go over our bow builds for this season, our first season as bow hunters. So something of value I think our channel will offer y'all is the two of us working together have two opposite mind frames when it comes to buying equipment. One of us is more buy it now and have it and upgrade as the time comes, and one of us is more of the buy once, cry once mentality. All right, so it's a 2024 Matthews. I'm loving it so far. I mean, I don't really feel like I need to get too fancy with things. As far as like a quiver, it's to hold your arrows. Whether you want to shoot with it on or take it off in the tree, that's up to you. I'm just using it to carry 5 arrows in. I'm not carrying this 5 miles in, 5 miles out, where that extra 2 ounces of weight reduction is gonna make a difference. So we're not there yet. Like I said, I will upgrade later when that time comes. For now, I have one. The old Trek CBE 3-pin slider. I can't even tell you how many times I've dialed this thing in already. I get it set, and then we change something up to poundage. I just built a dozen of my own arrows, and it was a process.
Seems to be the going trend in the bow world is like you're always just going to be sighting in your stuff and always confirming 0.
Other than that, it's a sight. Like I mean, pin brightness. Well, it's actually tragic. I did kill one pig with this, and I had the video done and edited. I was going to post it, but it is gone now somehow.
Just vanished. Don't know what happened.
I shot that pig before the time change. It was about 7 o'clock, so about...
It was dark. It was getting last minute for sure.
It was pretty bad, and no, pin brightness was awesome. Just stuck it on him.
It was a 40-yard shot.
41 yards.
Yeah, I think he went, what, 60 yards-ish?
As the crow flies, I think through all the zigzags and everything we did, we mapped it on Onyx. It was about 85 yards or something.
It was 80, yeah. It was a big old boar. Big old boar. So we might have some pictures that we have.
I got a picture. I'll slap it in here just for proof.
Yeah, it
I did kill one. But, I mean, yeah, haven't had any problems with it coming loose. Nothing crazy like that. So I'm going to keep rocking with it till it's time to upgrade. Yeah, the rest, no complaints. It does what it's supposed to. I'm liking it. I really don't see any reason to upgrade unless they just come out with something completely game-changing, which I don't see how. But anyways, that's just me. Now, complete personal preference here. The grips on here are very skinny. I don't know. Maybe you like that. Maybe you don't. But I wasn't paying $100 for a new grip. I found some of this. It's just
not athletic tape. What is it?
It's not really tape because it doesn't stick to anything. It only sticks to itself. So you wrap it around a couple times, and this shit is awesome. I'm not gonna lie. It's been on here since I got the bow.
Yeah, it's not fraying or nothing.
No, it's solid stuff. I got it in my bag. Let me give them a shout out. Yeah, the brand is Gear Aid. It's not sticky.
Oh shit, it's not.
No, it only.
And it's staying like that.
It only sticks to itself. Yeah, and it's solid. But like me, especially down here, 100% humidity, 100 degrees on any given day, and I naturally just run hot. My hands are gonna be wet shooting, just sweaty. And so this adds a hair of thickness, but a ton of grip. I really don't feel my hands sliding at all when I bite up on this thing. So love that. Quick, easy fix. Got it at Academy. On my stabilizers, I wasn't rocking one for a long time. I was just shooting bare bow, and I really wanted to get one to try it out, see what it was all about, because I seen my buddy over here, and he was claiming it made a huge difference. Fast forward a couple months, and I was watching an elk shape video, do tons of YouTube research, and that's a great guy to watch. So he partnered with AAE, came out with this mountain series. It was as a kit. It's a 12-inch front stabilizer bar, a 10-inch in the back, comes with a 10-degree down mount, and the gripper adjustable mount in the back so you can kick it left or right, up and down, however you want. Yeah, I'm rocking 2 in the front, 4 in the back, but it came with a total, it came with 3 and 3, so.
Kind of played around with it, found the happy medium.
Moved some to the back to kind of even it out, and yeah, I kicked it out left. There was a podium video where you close your eyes and they shake your bow around, and then when you open, if it's level, that's how you know where to kick it to. Anyways, I won't go into detail, go check them out. But yeah, got it all tuned up, and this setup has made a world of difference. I will not lie about that. And I think, don't quote me on it, I think when I bought it, it was for everything $199, which
Yeah.
I don't know about y'all, but that's a pretty good deal
Compared
to me.
to what those run.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good steal. I guess they accomplish the same thing. Like I said, there's weird sciences and everybody has their opinion about it, like what makes a good stabilizer. But yeah, for that, the him improvement he had for that price, yeah, game changing.
Yeah, that was a win for me. Yeah, I'm loving it, rocking with it. And of course, the very bottom, the
Yeah,
engage
possibly the most important thing.
engage exo legs. Like with that elite bow, I had no legs, and it was constantly shoot a couple arrows and then
Lay it on the ground.
go find a place to set my bow down where I'm not gonna mess it up. And
Yeah, honestly, I feel like that's probably a slept-on item because, like, especially down in Texas, like, I killed my doe out of a ground blind, and having something to like set your bow down, like in that position where you just grab it and go, not leaned up against nothing. It's keeps your cams out of the dirt. Just for like, I mean, I've been shooting my bow every day, like 30 arrows a night. Being able to just set it on the ground is super convenient actually, and pop off like that. I mean,
super light, you
I
can
think
shoot with it
yeah,
on.
it's honestly a really cool deal that I feel like we appreciate for sure.
Yeah, and there are tons of varieties of these kinds of things by different companies, but I really like this one because I feel like the other ones are just the two front legs,
The cams
and
just
then
in
you
the
put your
dirt.
cam on the ground. And I wasn't really for that.
Yeah, these are
I want
made.
to keep this nice.
Yeah, they're made for the Matthews Lift series, I believe. Like, yeah, just I love them
100% would buy some if you're getting the Matthews.
for sure.
I'm trying to think. Raptor peep sight. I shot the stock peep sight they gave me in the shop for
A month or two.
maybe 2-3 months, and heard something about these. I wanted to try them out, so it just made more sense. Looking through something this wide compared to here, you could really tell if you were actually lined up on your sight housing or not. And yeah, I think it works. So like you said, it's all mental, personal preference.
Yeah.
If you think you're going to shoot good, you're going to shoot good. That and just putting reps in.
Yeah, so my bow build for the 25-26 deer season is going to be a Lift XD in ambush green. I bought this bow back in December of last year, and yeah, loving every second of it. Yeah, so starting off with the whole point of the XD series is the limb shift technology. That's been a game changer. Being able to tune your bow at home, you literally just pop a cover off, put an Allen key in there, and you can move your cams left and right or whatever kind of voodoo magic goes on in there. Really helps out the DIY archer. You can paper tune at home. That pairs up really good with the QAD rest. We'll get into that later. Moving below that, we got the match grade strings. I haven't had a problem with them. They're holding up good. Got them broken pretty good. I probably have close to 600 shots or so, and yeah, bows broke in really well. Nothing, peep staying true. No twists in there. So yeah, the strings are holding up really good. One of these days, I'll probably end up changing them. I'll probably go the season without changing them and run through that, see what happens, and then we have Haas Archery right down the road from us. So yeah, I've heard really good things about his strings, so that's a potential upgrade I'm gonna do in the future. But as of right now, match grade strings have been killer. In the string, we have the Raptor peep sight. I shot I guess the generic $20 peep sight that I think it's a Hamsky peep as well, but I wasn't in, not that I didn't enjoy it, but I just saw this one and they had it in the bow press. I was like, another $20, throw it in there and call it a day. And I've enjoyed it. It matches up my sight housing perfectly. I can completely block out all the white in my sight, and I really know whenever things are lined up, and I can have that visual cue to that everything's good. We're all set. So yeah, I've really enjoyed it. Like I said, no peep twist, and yeah, I got everything really dialed in there. Below that, we have the Bomar nose button. For my draw length, I have 32.5-inch draw length, and my string angle was a little off. Not off, but it was a little bit too steep, I guess we'll call it. and I couldn't make that connection on the tip of my nose and the corner of my mouth. So to kind of fill that gap, to get that perfect placement, I ended up with a nose button. Been loving it. I'm definitely gonna put it on every bow from now on. Like if I get new strings or end up upgrading one day, I'm probably gonna always have a nose button just because of the way my string angle and the way things happen. But yeah, kind of jumping onto the riser, we've got the QAD MX2 rest, and as I mentioned before, pairs up really well with the limb shift technology. I believe it's the same exact rest, like components and internal like mechanism, they're the exact same. It's just this one has like an aluminum body and it has the micro tuning capability. So you loosen up a screw, can rotate it, click it, and super well, like super easy to work with. Especially like I said, you want to be a DIY archer and do everything yourself. You could paper tune this bow without going to a bow shop, without needing a bow press. Like it's a super well thought out system, and it all pairs up really well. But yeah, kind of when I first got the rest, it was sticking a little bit. It wouldn't drop down all the way. It would kind of get hung up a little high, and I thought I just got a lemon. I was kind of worried about it, but I think I literally sat there one night and just kind of like actuated it, I guess we'll say, and just put some more arrows through it and got it kind of just broken. And so far, nothing, no failures. It's not like rebounding. It's not never dropping, and it's a really nice system. Just above that, we have the Matthews UV Slider 2. I actually had that on there as my original sight. Decided, hey, why not? It just came out. It's made for the bow. I bought bridge lock technology for a reason. Let's use it. So got my paycheck, one of my first paychecks, and said, to hell, let's go buy it. So went and got one. It's a little pricey. It's actually very pricey for what it is. I mean, it's a very well thought out, well like designed sight, but it is extremely pricey. But I mean, you do get what you pay for. In a sense, it might, like I said, it's a little overpricey, but this thing's buttery smooth. I mean, flows super well. There's no hitches, no nothing. It stays consistent the whole way. Super well thought out design with the lever. And you have the windage built into that dial as well. So you just pop that out and turn it, and you have your windage. It's super well thought out. I'm running a 3-pin vertical sight. I'm treating it as basically a single pin. I have my indicators on there, but I've never used them. But they are fixed, so that's kind of an unfortunate thing because I have 20, and then I believe, yeah, my 20 is good, and then I have like a 36 and then a 51 yard pin. So it's kind of a weird increments, but that's what you get for this with the vertical sight. That's just how they are. I think companies do make adjustable 3-pins, but it wasn't the case on this one. Pin brightness is great. It's got the USB-C light in there. You can charge it with the USB-C, and super bright. It's only died on me once. I think I left it on, so it's kind of a user error. But yeah, pins super bright. Sighting in was pretty straightforward. They have a really convenient sight-in tape where you get your 20-yard home stop dialed in, line it up, and then dial to your 60, and it spits out a number with your sight tape. The only gripe I have about it is the level. For some reason, I feel like certain scenarios, like we kind of shoot inside a lot because of the wind and just weather. We're fortunate to have a pretty large barn, so I'll usually shoot inside, and I can't see the level sometimes, just the way light hits, and sometimes even outside, like if I'm in the shadow or something, I feel like I can't see the lines, and I don't really know if I'm in level. But yeah, that's kind of like the only gripe I have about it. It's held up tremendously. I actually got in a tree stand, or I was practicing shooting out of my saddle 3 months ago, and I slammed my bow into the tree. I got it stuck on a limb or some brush at the base of the tree, and just kind of pulled it through and yanked it up, and was trying to fish it out, and it caught momentum and slammed into the tree, and it actually ended up knocking some screws loose. I think my third axis screws came loose, and I would shoot it and it just sounded like my bow was gonna rattle apart. Like it took a very good hit, but tightened it down and like pin stayed the same. Like nothing changed. It held up fine. There's a couple little scratches on the white there, but it's held up for the hit it took. It held up extremely well. But yeah, loving it. Don't I mean don't have to upgrade anytime soon. It's gonna be a sight that'll last forever. But yeah, moving on from the sight, we've got the Matthews Low Pro quiver. Um, just went ahead, said to hell with it. Just give me the one. Everyone's running it. Super easy to take off. You literally just pull that forward and slides right out. It's a little overkill, but it's a good quiver. Um, yeah, a little bit about the grip. It's the Ultra View Chris B 2.0. I tried I think they came out with the new series, the Bond grip, I think is what they're called. I wasn't a fan of them at all. I felt like there was just no area for me to like really feel the bow. It was super narrow, super slippery. I could literally see my bow like sliding in my hand. It was super uncomfortable and wasn't a fan of them. So saw everybody running this. I like the idea of that really wide, flat face. So I've really enjoyed it so far. It's got this little fancy dancy shelf over here to kind of hold your arrow in, but the only gripe, I mean, it has a material to kind of like prevent slippage, but it's still, like we mentioned earlier, 100% humidity it feels like, and it's 120 degrees. You're sweating like I don't know what. Still, no matter what, the bow just feels like it's moving, but obviously not as much as the Bond series. So might have to try out some of this Gear Aid tape, or I've been thinking recently like some skate tape. That's kind of what we do a little bit of shooting and kind of in the gun world. Everybody puts skate tape on their pistols for a grip, and that's kind of been my thought. Is like just put a nice big strip right there, and you'll feel that. You'll definitely have the grip, and it won't be slipping and sliding. So yeah, that's the only kind of gripe I have about it. But other than that, I love the flat face, the wide angle. It's been a killer grip. Really helped with my consistency and helped me feel way more comfortable in the shot. Moving on to the stabilizers. So I went and got the Matthews bridge lock whole setup. We got a 12-inch bar in the front, 10-inch in the back. Right now I'm rocking 3 ounces up front, 6 in the back. Still kind of playing with it. I think about a month ago or so, I had like 6 up front and like 10 in the back, just trying something out. And the bow was extremely heavy for no reason. And it helped me steady my pin, but my pin just wanted to drop and drop and drop. So yeah, we ended up going back to the 3 and 6 combo. I've enjoyed it. I think it's a really good middle ground where it helps like tighten up my pin sway, but it's still like not super heavy feeling. Super convenient to loosen the screw up, slide it in. If you're ever hunting out of a ground blind or traveling, it's super convenient to be able to shorten it up and kind of play with it and make it a smaller package.
I do like that. You got me beat there.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick. Like what I got, I'm stuck with.
Yeah, say if you're ever in a ground blind that's maybe a little small, or yeah, if you're shooting out of them little narrow windows and that deer takes a step forward and you got to move, your stabilizer might hit the bar. So you can get them pretty short. But yeah, they're a little pricey, but they are a nice stabilizer. Yeah, and then we wrap it all up with the Engage XO limbs. These things are killer. Kind of talked about it earlier with Kales.
All right, we're back. Technical difficulties, but we're going to talk about our arrows, last part of the whole video.
So for my arrow choice of this 25-26 deer season, I got 2 options for broadheads. But we'll go into the arrow first. These are the arrows I first got back in December when I first started this whole journey. It's the Easton Axis 5 mil. Mine aren't the match grade. They are just a .003 tolerance. And the spine I'm at is 260, just because of my awkward height and draw length. It's just super long, so I got a little bit stiffer. Carbon to carbon length was 31 3/8. So a little bit of a longer arrow. That's kind of been a trouble. I want to get something different, but finding a good arrow that's long enough that'll clear these massive broadheads. But that's the setup for this year. We got tack vanes, 2 1/4 drivers, 2-degree offset, left offset. I mean, things fly straight. But yeah, loving the setup, loving the. It's not a crazy offset, but it's just enough to just help that arrow start that flight. Running Halo Nocks, I haven't had any problems with them. They're killer. Really help out finding your arrows when we do miss, because I do that quite a bit. And then seeing that shot placement on video, in person even, like that pig I shot. I mean, it was standing behind a bunch of grass, but I could just see that lighted knock go right through the grass. It really helps out with determining shot placement, finding your arrow, the whole 9 yards. Yeah, just have a generic arrow wrap. Yeah, that's the back end of the arrow. Talk about the arrow. We have a 50 grain half out, just to kind of help out with that FOC and add that little bit of length actually, because I am running, or one of my options is the G5 Mega Meat. Real big fan of this, 2-inch cut. I mean, this thing's a killer, honestly. Flies decent from what I've seen. I haven't shot this one long range, but they come with that practice tip, and I mean, they've hit just about the same at my broadheads. And I mean, I've killed 2 animals, I think. Yeah, I got a doe and a pig with these, and I mean, it punches a hole through them and ran 30 yards, pig and a doe. The only downside really is that collar. It's not terrible. I mean, it's a rear deploying broadhead, so it's not guaranteed to open, but the failure rate is a hell of a lot lower compared to some other ones. So I do like the rear deploying. Like I said, the collar is all right. It definitely has gotten worn out for the amount of times that I've just opened and closed it and played around with it. But I take some little needle nose pliers, pinch it back together, and it holds. I haven't had it open mid-flight or anything like that. So this is probably going to be my go-to, honestly, is this setup, just because I am a fan of the 3-blade 2-inch cut. I mean, it punches a hole rather than the slice. I mean, it's got 3 blades. They all meet in the middle, kind of make that bigger hole. And I don't have really a problem with penetration. So yeah, this arrow weight is 553 grains, and it's going 272 feet per second. So penetration is not a problem for me, really. I mean, this thing's basically a spear. I mean, I don't need a fixed blade. I don't need to worry about having just 2 blades. The 3-blade G5 is going to go through anything, unless I catch a bone in the shoulder, maybe. But that's the main arrow breakdown in this broadhead. Talking to people at the bow shops and from what I've seen online, I'm definitely considering the Sever 2.0 hybrid. I've heard these things fly extremely well. They have this bone. It's not like the Beast broadhead or nothing, but it's got like a hinging pivot when the broadhead is deployed, so could kind of help it steer around bone if need be. And yeah, pretty straightforward. It's got a really nice feature that you can actually screw the blades together in a way and put it in practice mode, so you can shoot your actual broadhead at a foam target, and you know how this arrow and this exact setup flies. And I think that's crucial for confidence. I mean, I put that practice point on for the G5, the Mega Meat, and yeah, it shoots good, but I can't really shoot that broadhead at a foam target and know that that arrow is flying perfect. So I really do like that feature. That's probably one of the main reasons I did buy this, is because I liked having that confidence. And I went with the hybrid also because it's got these little bleeder blades. Like I said, I want maximum amount of cut, basically. I don't like the idea. I mean, the idea of a slice is good. I've seen those broadheads work. They've obviously killed, but more is only better. I mean, having these 2 little bleeder blades makes it more of a hole rather than a slice, and I think they're going to do really well. I haven't shot anything with it, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's my 2 options for this year.
All right, guys. My arrow build for this hunting season, I am running the Easton Axis 5mm. Running a 300 spine, and these are match grade. Ordered a dozen pre-cut to 27 5/8 carbon to carbon, and just built these things out myself. Wasn't hard. It was a learning experience.
Yeah, it was the very first ones we've done. I mean, we just bought the stuff, bought everything we could at one time, and Kel did it first try.
Yep. I did 2 practice arrows, like I said, and then just got to work on them. So arrow weight, I'm sitting at 473 grains right now. So not bad. As far as speed, from my draw length, arrow weight, I'm shooting, what was it, 76 pounds was what it actually read out to. So I'm shooting 285 feet per second. Glued on the tack vanes with a 2.5 degree helical. Loving that, nothing wrong with it. Did the tack wraps. I did cut off a little bit because they were long. Just, I think it looks cleaner like this.
Yeah, save some weight in the back end.
Yep. Did the hit insert and the Easton collar. It's not a half out or anything. Just bumps right up to the end of the arrow. And then my broadhead, as of right now, is the Rage. I think it's 2.1 total inch cut. They are, I guess, front deploying.
See, I'm not sure what the technical term is,
but they hit and then open up as it goes in. Nasty looking blades. I do like that they're magnetic. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, little bitty bleeder blades on the front. I think that could definitely be improved, but I don't design these things. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a reason. You already got 3 blades. You don't need any more, honestly.
Just to get you started there, but yeah, clean pass through on the one pig I did shoot. I don't think I hit any bone, so I went double lung.
Right behind the shoulder.
Yeah, straight through. Didn't make a massive hole or anything. It was basically just the exact triangle outline of each blade through both sides. So, I mean, they're sharp, but it's not gonna just blow something up in there. You gotta make a good shot, I would say. No hinge or swivel technology. So if you hit shoulder bone,
I don't know what it's gonna do. Yes,
I think you're screwed.
It's gonna bounce around. It could deflect any which way. At that point, it's a mystery.
Heavily considering shooting some beast broadheads this year. I don't know. I might get some and try to shoot a pig with them and compare, since I have that comparison. But yeah. And then in the back here, running Halo Nox. I mean, easy to install, light up really well, easy to turn off. But the one downside I did figure out is when I shot my pig, like I said, clean pass through. I wish I had the video to show y'all, but everything from here back was just soaked red. And that blood actually got up in to the on-off switch, I guess you would call here the spring device inside that turns it on and off. And
so I mean, it's full of blood inside.
Yeah, it's a practice knock now, just to.
I think it turned on, but like very faint. I think the blood like was around the bulb or something and just blocked it all off, or wasn't able to turn off, and it just eventually started slowly dying. It wasn't usable after that. It was only one-time use for sure.
I tried washing it out and everything, but it's such a fine space around there that it actually soaked into. If you shoot halos, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, there was no saving it. So I don't know.
A lot of Nox seem to have their pros and cons, obviously with everything, but most people, I feel like the general topic about them is they're really heavy, and it's just another point of failure, I guess, in a way, because they're not as accurate to some, and it's just another mechanism in it that could fail, like we experienced with Kale's. Like, it obviously won't work again, but I mean, the benefit of having that visual picture of where you hit it or where you can find your arrow, I think outweighs the cons, in my opinion.
I think so. I mean, it'd be cool if it didn't, but beggars can't be choosers, right? So yeah, that is the build for this year's arrows.
Cool.